My name's Aaron. I've been going to the Remedy since at least mid-August of last year. Before coming to the Remedy, I kind of put my faith in God and swept it under the rug. Was very agnostic. I wouldn't say atheist, but like one step before that. And my attitude at that time was generally unhappy, very frustrated, and almost a sort of miserable person. I work at Game Haven with a gentleman named Kurt, who at Remedy is a life groups director. Kurt liked me when we first met in the Christian sense, even though I had extremely bad work habits. And I didn't like him just because that was my attitude at the time. I didn't like anybody. My actual thought was, oh great, another Jesus freak. A couple weeks to about a month, Kurt and I got to know each other a little bit, and we ended up getting into these very deep discussions about God. What was interesting is he taught it as a sort of history lesson, and I enjoy learning history, so I would stay an extra hour and a half, 2 hours after my shift was done, after I clocked out, just hearing him talk and asking questions. After that, there was a girl who I thought liked me, and I certainly liked her a lot. We sort of gotten into a relationship that ended extremely badly, which puts me right back at square one. Kurt and I had talked about Remedy a couple of times, and he sort of invited me a couple times, and I sort of brushed on and said, you know, maybe someday I will. After that experience, he and I started talking about it again, and he said, you know, if you want, dudes, we can pray right now. Just, no ceremonies, nothing, just pray. I started trembling pretty badly, and he saw that something was happening to me, and he said, if you want, Aaron, we can pray right now. And again, my agnostic self just says, no, I'll think about it, I'll think about it. I was driving home, and a car pulled in front of me on the freeway, and it was sort of beat-up looking pickup truck. And on the back of the window, in bold, white, pristine letters, it said, if your life ended today, where would your eternity begin? Next day, I go into work, and I say to Kurt, where's this Remedy place at? I think I should check it out. A couple days later, I went by myself, walked in, and they were happy to see me. Started going, started doing little mission trips up with them around Maryville, Tennessee. And about mid-September, that was when I had committed my life to Christ. But I truly do feel that weight has been lifted off me. Not physically, but spiritually. And that keeps me coming back to Remedy. And being baptized, to me, is publicly saying, I'm starting over, spiritually. And I'm looking forward to it.
My name's Alan. So about 2 or 3 years ago, you know, I was pretty much agnostic. You know, I thought, oh, I got this kind of religion thing down. And you know, one night, a girl I really liked asked me to go to church, and I went to Rio 180. And you know, I went in and I was like, oh, this is just gonna be another one of those church services. I'll just sit through it. That'll be it. But you know, lo and behold, the day I go, they happen to be talking about sin and, you know, giving your life to God and stuff. And you know, I thought it was gonna be another one of those I could just sit through and you know, just shrug it off at the end of the day and go, oh, that was nice. We just feel the Spirit of God in that room, just moving everybody, including myself. And you know, that night he asked people, you know, if you've never known God, you know, just to come up there and I got saved that night. And you know, I got involved with them. You know, I did some service. I was part of their drama team. We performed a few sketches and stuff around the community. It's been a journey. And then of course, you know, I graduated, and you know, I came to college, and I was just like, you know, hopefully I'll find another home. And you know, I was kind of one of those guys that flip-flop from church to church. But never really found a home or a family. then I found the remedy through Corey and Shelby actually brought me. And I just came that Sunday morning, walked in, I saw Joel with his Back to the Future shirt, and I saw like half the employees from Game Haven, and I'm like, man, it's you just walk in and it instantly, like, there's this draw, and it feels like you found a home. And from that day on, it's just kind of snowballed from there. And, ever since then, it's just a slow progress, just through life groups and setup and talking to everybody and getting close to everybody. It's you can feel those relationships getting strong, and then through that I've gotten closer to God, and I can strongly say, without a doubt, and just real strongly to say, I'm Christian. I have real strong faith, and there's that next step, and I've never been baptized, so it's kind of nervous about this, but it feels good. It's a good kind of anxious, So I'm excited.
All right, I'm Zach, and I was born into a family that referred to itself as Lutheran, but never really attended church. We only went Easter's and Christmas, and it was just out of tradition rather than any real urge. I'm one of 5 children, and none of my 3 older siblings are real religious. I'm actually, out of the older 4, I think I'm the only one who can call myself a Christian right now. And I never really grew up with any strong faith at all. And as I matured, I lost a little bit I inherited from my parents, I guess. By the time I was in high school, I was certainly an atheist. I had no interest in religion whatsoever. I was actually pretty much set against it. I made a lot of poor choices in high school. I didn't really have any direction in my life. Didn't have any really good friends. Didn't have good relations with my family. And I was just going on, getting through my life. Starting college, I was a complete mess. I was horrifying. I made so many bad choices every year of my life. I started to fall apart around the end of freshman year because I just couldn't hold anything together on my own. Just nothing seemed worth it. It had real value to me. By the end of the first semester here at Mineral College, everything just all fell into place. I gave up on everything I'd been doing previously. So I had to try to start again, give myself a second chance. Started attending the Remedy around Christmas of last year, and I really felt like I fit in. I really appreciated the people, the support I got, the things we did, and I decided I should probably try to give myself a second chance. I attended there for about 6 months until the summer when I went back home and went through a little microcosm of my life again. When my faith, I think, was tested. Somewhere between like my old life and the new one I wanted to live. I hadn't really given up on the old things yet. I came out of it, and I realized that I need to commit. I need to give my life to Christ. So I think I'm making the right choices by being baptized. I know I'm still really not a good person, but only God is good. I'm forgiven. Glory back. I follow Christ.